fan på millimeter.
Some days ago, the Swedish company called Falken Fabrication reached out to me and said, "Hey Robin, we've been planning a winch bumper for the Cherokee XJs for a while, and it's time to make it happen. And are you interested in a collaboration with us?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm grateful. Let's do it." So I went to Falken Fabrication one day ago, and we cut the first prototype for the steel winch bumper for the XJ models. We test fitted it on Daniel's XJ, and we're gonna change some small things. We're gonna add some stuff, and we're gonna cut the next revised version quite soon, and we're gonna fit it to my XJ. That's awesome. So let's start the episode and see how it looks like. Some quick facts about Falken Fabrication. It's a Swedish company founded some years ago by Anders and Daniel. They are both Jeepers and off-roaders, and they offer a lot of different parts, mainly for the JK and the JL Jeeps, but now they are also planned to fabricate stuff in-house and sell, and this is the first part for the XJ, the bumper. So check their homepage out, it's in the description below. Ja, det är bara dra ur. Där. Hur mycket funkar? The first thing we did was to remove the front bumper from Daniel's XJ. And next up was to remove the steering box. And of course, all three of those bolts snapped. That's so typical for the XJs. But when that was removed, we could continue to press play on the plasma table and start to fabricate the parts for the steel bumper. When we had cut the unibody brackets, we bolted them in to make sure that all the bolts was fitting and the holes was in the correct position. And as you can see, it fits. Next up was to fit the second unibody bracket. With both the unibody brackets fitted to the unibody, we could start with the next step, which was to cut the parts for the middle section of the steel bumper. We took some final measurements before we started to cut, just to make sure that everything will clear and the winch will have space. On the pre-97 XJs, you have this big part on the front fender going down, and with this bumper, you need to cut it off if you have a pre-97 XJ. On this prototype bumper, we did some tabs, so it was possible to bend it by hand.
Om den passar?
Ja.
Ja, det vet man aldrig. Det ser bra ut. Ja, det gör den fan.
Det är klart det passar.
Ja, det är fan på millimeter.
Nice.
Ja, och det blir inte så mycket underläpp alltså.
Nej.
Det kommer bli ganska tight.
When we had verified that the middle section did fit, we could continue to weld on the reinforcements inside the middle section. It's a modularized design, which means the middle section consists of one part and the outer ends is two other parts, which can either be bolted or welded to the middle section. When the middle section was completed, we continue with the outer ends. And the outer ends can either be bolted to the middle section or fully welded. It's up to the end user. The parts are cut as a big puzzle, so it will be super easy as an end user to assemble everything. When we had assembled the complete front bumper, we took the measurements needed for some smaller adjustments to the design, and we are ready to cut the final version next time. And the whole idea with this bumper from Falken Fabrication side is to have a slim bumper, not super heavyweight, but still very strong. And I think they have succeeded, and it's, in my opinion, it looks great. They will add some brackets for D-rings and some holes for high lift. And a little bit change on the design, but other than that, this is very close to the final result. There you have it. The first prototype on Falken Fabrication's steel bumper for the XJ. I think it's gonna look great on the XJs because the design is very slim compared to a lot of other brands out there. And this weekend I'm going to Falken Fabrication to pick up the first cut version of the steel bumper. And I'm gonna bring it home as a flat package, IKEA style, and I'm gonna bend and weld the whole weekend, and I will probably grind as well because I'm not the perfect welder, but good enough. So, okay. Subscribe, like, and see you next time. Bye.